Hey, welcome to the Turntable Thoughts channel. Today I'll be talking to Rama Davis from Indonesia, who is currently based in Perth, Australia. He just released his newest EP, Here It Goes, a couple of weeks ago, and I had a lovely chat with him. He is a gentle soul who has a lot to say and even more to say in his music. So I enjoyed talking to him, and I hope you enjoy watching me talk to him as well and listening to what he has to say. And without further ado, here is the interview. Hi, Rama.
Hello, Jensen. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm great. Thank you.
Right. So this is my first time interviewing with someone from Indonesia. So this is, well, at least my first face-to-face conversation with an Indonesian artist. So it's quite exciting.
Yeah, it's my first time as well doing interview with Malaysian media or Malaysian media, right?
Yeah, yeah. And how about we
Yes.
jump right into the first question? So, can you tell me
Yeah,
about
sure.
yourself?
Myself. Okay, so my name is Rama Davis. Just call me Rama. Indonesian. I was born in Jakarta, but half of my family is in Australia. That's why I'm here now in Perth. I moved back here to Perth since last year, since COVID hit. So I decided to move back here. I'm a singer-songwriter. I started my music career in 2018, back then when there's a collaboration that Melly Guslow um, hosted. Like Melly Guslow tried to find a duet partner for a movie soundtrack called If I'm in Love 2001 2018. And long story short, I was chosen. So that's the first single that I made. So that was with Melly Guslow.
Sounds like you had quite a big start to your career, would you say?
It was, I mean, like I started music just by doing covers in YouTube and SoundCloud. Just my hobby. Singing is just my hobby, my passion. I was like, I really want to be a singer, but I don't know how. I just keep doing covers and everything, and I think it's just like the way the universe
I was
helped me
asking,
to do it.
did you audition for the role for like that film?
No, actually, I felt like I was so lucky because they said like the home production said there will be an audition, but before they held an audition, Melly Guslow herself found me on, I think, YouTube or
Oh.
SoundCloud or
Mhm.
Instagram. So like on her social media. So she was just searching and randomly got my covers because I covered one of her songs. And she said that like my voice suits well with the soundtrack that she's gonna make. So she contacted me directly to my Instagram, asked my number, and yeah.
And then that was back in 2018, right? And then now fast forward to 2021, you have just dropped your debut EP.
Mhm.
Here it goes. So, can you tell me more about that EP?
So my EP, I think this is my dream since I was like since back then, since I started music. I really like this kind of music. I mean, like the modern pop genre. Um, like I really like pop with digital instruments in it. So, but I never got the chance to do it like this, like my idealism. So I think this is, I'm really happy with this because finally I got the chance to do it. And I feel like this is really honest because all the lyrics and all the songs, like everything, uh, is really honest. I wrote this based on my stories and then based on my reference as well, like the music wise, based on my reference. So yeah, just satisfied with. with it.
Right. Because
Yeah,
I guess comparing it back to like your covers, it was just you and a guitar, is it? Compared to what you're
yeah,
doing now. So it's like
yeah.
an evolution of your music.
I guess so. Yeah, I also like acoustic stuff, but I have a vision that I want to create an album or like a mini album uh that has genre like this, like modern pop like this.
Mm.
Because I really like to listen to this kind of stuff, but I never got the chance. So finally into 2021, I got this. Yeah.
It must feel amazing, doesn't it?
Yes, and it was released couple days before my birthday. So
Oh,
so it was a birthday present to me.
happy belated birthday. I am 1 month late.
Oh, thank you. Last month.
But well, because okay, I'm just gonna talk about your press release a bit, right? Because you said that in your EP, the first 3 songs are about like challenging, strengthening yourself to challenge the world, while your final 2 songs are actually about stepping out of your comfort zones. So, what made you choose to like write about these themes?
I think it's just what came on my mind and what I felt. Uh, it's based on my personal experience as well. So I actually wrote How Are You Home first, the third track, which is the focus track. So I wrote that first. So I didn't think to make an EP. I just think like I want to write this song. But along the way, um, I feel like I want to write something else. And after I got these 5 songs, I was thinking like, oh, it can be a whole storyline.
Mm,
Like um so I just create this storyline like based on the true stories. So the first 2 is the like finding ourselves um and falling in love with the wrong person in wrong timing. And then in the third song, which is How Are You Home, then I realized that um I'm longing for a real love. And
mm,
the most important thing is to love ourselves first before we can love others. So the third song is the focus track, and then the fourth and the fifth is when I already met the person. Then we can conquer the world like that. So it's a whole storyline.
So, would like you said it was from personal experiences, and I understand that you wrote the whole EP yourself. So, like, how personal is this EP? Like, are these all like 100% true to life stories, or did you like sprinkle in a bit of like drama in there?
Mm, I might say it's like 100% honest, like personal story. But I also think that I think most of people went through like these steps of life. Like so, this is general, I think. Uh, but yeah, because it was so honest. Back then, when I want to release it, I already submit everything, like all the 5 songs, to my distributor, and so I got the date of I got the release date already, and I was thinking, should I release it? I mean, like it's my story. Like it's like telling story to public
Mm.
through songs, and I was afraid, but at the same time, I was so relieved as well when it's released because it's finally there. So it feels like I'm saying like I was like giving a birth. Like so relieved. It's hard, but it's finally there. So I'm so grateful after I released all of them.
Right. So it's kind of
Yeah.
carrying a burden with you and then relaxing after it's up.
Yes. And it's 5, not 1.
Right. Oh, 5 babies at once.
5 babies at once. Yeah. 5 twins.
But since you say that, right, I wanted to know like whether there was any one song in particular which was the hardest to write.
I think How Are You Home?
Mm,
The focus track is not the hardest. in terms of writing, I write that only in one day, like one night, or like max 2 days. But in making the whole song, it's hard. It's the hardest because the music, the vocal, I did. I think that's the hardest thing. Maybe because that's the first song as well, and also the mixing because I can imagine already. I could imagine already how the song would be in terms of sound. So I expect that high, and I mix with a guy in US before in the US. So he's so good. Like he got a really good portfolio. So I sent my raw songs to him and he mixed it. And in the end, I was like, no, this is not what I imagined before. So I canceled the project with him, then like remake everything. Then I sent this raw music to a mixing engineer in Jakarta, one of my friends. And finally I got the sound. So it takes like a couple months to make the song until it's done. Yeah.
Okay, this might be a bit personal, but do you think your friend mixed it better because he knew you? Like there's this personal touch to it somewhat.
Yes, maybe not only, I think mixing is not only about technical. It's because he knows me better and we're both Indonesian. Maybe we can communicate better in bahasa.
Right.
So I can tell him like with bahasa it's easier other than with the US guy, even though he's so professional and he's good. I don't say he's bad like with my work, but it's just not me. So yeah.
So like a personal project needed a personal connection.
Correct. Good quote. Quote of the day.
Like, can you tell me about your musical influences as well?
Yeah. I love all kind of music in like from Melayu, pop, like slow rock. I like everything. But on daily basis, I listen to modern pop, like Charlie Puth, Troye Sivan, Nicki, like modern pop stuff, and also K-R&B, chill, like K underground, like Zayanti, then Dean. So K-pop, but not pop, but like K chill underground.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that kind of music.
I mean, now that you mention them, I can kind of hear those influences in your music as well. Just
Is it?
chill. Yeah, a bit.
Yeah.
But I mean, in the end, you are your own artist, and that's what's most important.
Yeah, that's what's most important. Correct.
And what are your plans for the future?
Just keep making music. Hopefully I can go back to Indo and go to Malaysia or Singapore, or can travel again soon. Not in currently I'm stuck in Australia because the border is closed. I can go home, I cannot go anywhere. Right. So I just keep making music and hopefully it will end soon so we can all meet in person. Yeah. That's it, my hope for now.
Well, when you say to travel, is it just for like touristy stuff or do you want to travel to perform?
Both. To perform as well. Yeah, usually when I release a music, I go like to different cities in Indonesia to do promo like radio and stuff, right? And do gigs as well in other cities. Like I miss gig so much.
Right.
Yeah,
it's kind of sad.
It's been more than a year. Yeah.
Well, I mean, kind of jumping off that, right? Do you have one particular favorite gig?
I think the last gig, because the last gig before COVID, it was in Malang. Malang is in East Java. in East Java, Indonesia. I don't know. I just miss that moment so much. Maybe because that was the last time I performed before COVID, so I kind of remind everything in detail, like when I
Oh,
performed.
mhm.
Yeah, I think that's one of the special ones.
Yeah. Sounds like to me you really, really just like your home country, right?
Yeah, of course.
Mm. Well, I mean, personally, I really hope that you get to go back to Indonesia soon and perform for the people in your country.
Yeah, I mean,
And also, before we go, right, do you have anything else that you might want to tell, like my viewers?
for all the viewers, just stay safe, keep streaming. Here It Goes EP. Listen to all of the songs and tell us which one is your favorite.